Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of Day Trading, Swing Trading, and Market Wrap. What we're going to do today in theMoneyStocks.com is discuss the markets as usual and talk a little bit about our swing trades and day trades. Well, we had another hard seller day in the markets. This is the first day we've seen follow through to the downside, so it could be very, very significant. What I have up here is the chart of the NASDAQ. This is the daily chart, and what you're going to see here is we had yesterday here and today. Yesterday we saw a rebound, but today the selling continued. What I'm looking for here is a touch of this 20 moving average at some point tomorrow, and then a bounce up. Okay? So that 20 MA is 25.57. 71. 25.71. So we have another 16 points down, I would say, to touch tomorrow, and then we'll bounce off that. What I think we'll get is a push up and then another fall down. These markets are very extended, and they're due for a correction, a big-time correction. We should have a 4 or 5% correction in the market because that's a healthy thing. And if you've been seeing the videos over the past weeks that I've been doing, I've been talking that we need this correction to stay healthy in the markets. We've gone straight up almost the last 6 months. Except for that one blip in February, it's been straight up. So what we're looking for here over the next few days is a push down tomorrow, and we might bounce off that level, the 20 MA, the 20 moving average, and then we might pause and bounce up a little off that moving average over the following days, and then we're going to have another sell program come into these markets. Now what you're going to see here is the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ chart doesn't look horrible, right? But let's look at the ES chart, the S&P futures. It's much more drastic. This is where we closed today. This is yesterday. And you can see it's much more of a drastic fall. And what's even bigger here is that we closed below the 20 MA. Alright? So my guess tomorrow is we drop a little bit or bounce back to around the 20 MA, and then we're going to have another sell program taking us all the way down on the ES mini futures to the 50 MA at 1493, which is another 40 points down on the S&P futures. That's a big drop, but we're due for that, alright? So we do think we're going to have a bounce over the next day or two, or maybe after we drop down tomorrow, we'll drop down early and bounce back to go positive or something, and then bounce up a couple days. But at some point we will have a drop down to that 50 MA, so be aware of that. It's long overdue, and keep watch. Alright, let's look at the trades today. Alright, as you can see on your screen here, we have ASTM was a day trade. We made $50.50. Blue was a swing trade we picked up today. We're up 70 open P&L, meaning we still hold a position, so it's open P&L, we're up 70. CSUN was a swing trade from yesterday. We closed out $120 in that, and we bought it again for a push up into the close, and we're holding that as a swing trade for tomorrow to sell at the open. We're up 114 open P&L. So our open P&L is $184 right now, which is very nice. And we did play the Qs today for a bounce. We only picked up $12 there. And TradeStation we played as a play for a day trade, and we lost $10 there. Notice again, in theMoneyStocks.com we believe in tiny losses, alright? Now, the key here is, again, in day trading you have to take small losses, and it's all about money management. So I implore you to come join the chat room and see how we do this. We take tiny losses, then that way our gains outpace our losses. We make money almost every day. You can look back on every P&L day for the past, all of them listed in the videos here, and you can see that we have not lost money in one day. We've had straight positive days across the board for the last week plus. I think it's about 10 days now we haven't had a losing day, knock on wood, of course. But that's not to say we don't have a losing day here and there, but again, our losing days are small. We lose small, and we make money big. Alright, so come join the chat room, $199.95. You can see you would have paid it for almost 2 days, just in the open P&L and the closed P&L. That's about $350 right there. It's only $200, $199.95 for the chat room. Alright, let's look at these charts. Okay, let's look at the first chart here, the ASTM. Now, this was based off of STEM. ASTM always runs off of STEM. Alright, and you can see right here we saw an increase in volume come in, right here. Right over here, after about 2 candles of increase in volume, is when I picked up the ASTM. And as usual, we saw a little push up here. We tried to get out at 40 and 41, didn't work, so we took $50 off the table at 39. We bought at 38, sold at 39 for a $50 gain and 50 cents. Alright, CSUN, that was the swing trade we held overnight, and look at the gap up it had. We did not take advantage of this whole move up, which is unfortunate. At first it looked like it opened here, and it looked like it was going to give back, so we took off the table the $120, and just we had 1,000 shares, so we just took 12 cents on the upside. However, later in the day, we noticed more buying coming in here, at which point we picked it up right here, and we're still holding it all the way up here into tomorrow. This stock is way oversold and should be great play for a swing trade. It should go back to 12. Now, we're not going to be that greedy and look for that, but look at the daily. Since the IPO, where it went from basically $12 to $17, it's come all the way back to close below its IPO price, well, right at its IPO price, which was $11. Should have a bounce back. If it takes past out that high, which is $11.60, it should go back over 12. So we'll watch it tomorrow. I might even hold this longer. I don't know. We'll base it on see how the markets are tomorrow. If the markets are strong, we'll hold it. If not, we'll just take a few hundred off the table, hopefully, and look for the next play. Alright, Qs. The Qs was a great play. We picked up the Qs actually right here. On this is what's called, this is an indicator for us. This specific chart pattern is an indicator for a buy signal for us. We bought the Qs right over here. We picked it up at a 47.07, and we brought it all the way up here. We were going to sell right over here, a little push up, but it started to fail. We got rid of it for a $12 gain. Again, we take small losses. We don't take risk here because we always want to be positive at the end of the day and make money. And as you can see, it rallied all the way up and then rolled over at the end of the day. Okay, TradeStation. TradeStation was a play off of Ameritrade. A lot of speculation that these brokerage firms are going to get bought out. So this was that play, and as you can see, AMTD. Here's Ameritrade's chart. It was up 76 for the day, but it was up here quite a bit more. Rallied back over here to go up to the highs again before it rolled over a little at the end of the day. So, again, the TradeStation was a play off of that. Never really materialized. We took a $10 loss. No big deal. No one hurt. We move on. Alright, the play we're holding overnight as a swing trade as well is this blue. Blue's in a great chart pattern here. It rolled over a little today, which gave us the buy, but we liked this angled up stochastic. We'll see where it goes tomorrow. But overall, we really like the weekly chart here. Alright, you can see positive here on the divergences. Once this flips up, this should go back well over 2. They landed a European distribution deal. They have many other deals in the works. They landed a deal with will.i.am for the jeans. They make antique denim jeans. They're positive. They're a profitable company, and they trade at a tiny PE for according to next year's PE ratio. So based on all this, it's oversold. You see a nice little bottom down here on the weekly. Doesn't look like it's going very low. You know, it's a low risk play, and that's what we're looking to hold. We might hold this for up to a week or two, maybe even more. All right, well, that's why we only took a small position of 3,500 because we don't want to lock up too much money in the day trading account for this play. All right, folks. Again, we closed out $172.50 P&L, as you can see here. This is closed money, profit, and we're open profit here. Alright, so we'll see where these things go tomorrow. We'll try and close out another 100 or 200 on CSUN. And if blue pops up, nice, 10 cents. We'll take it right off the table. 350 bucks would be welcome. Alright, guys, I'll expand it there so you can see it a little better. That's the P&L. And have a wonderful evening, guys. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care. From InTheMoneyStocks.com.